Hello, class. This is to record what we missed this morning. I forgot to press recording. So this is like a basic Excel, using this as example to show you why, like, sometimes we put different stuff on Excel. So Excel, usually when we use Excel, it could be from someone else, some of your coworker, or you are designing an Excel file and it will be shared by other coworkers. So that make it important to put in the information that's understandable for people that will use it, but not you. Okay, so people will use it but not design, didn't design the Excel. So like, let's look at this. Like, we have this model. So it says NCAA teacher sales, and it says demand 1,500, order 1,450, profit 13,750. So when you look at this, it's like, what is that? So we have to, so that, like, what we do is, like, we should like click, see if there's anything we can find. Like here, it's just a number, and then this one just number, but hey, here we got some information. So it says a profit equal to negative 750 minus A times B4 plus if B3 greater than B4, then 18 times B4. Otherwise, then 18 times B3 plus 6 times B4 minus B3. Okay, so if you see here, if means that, there's a logic. Okay, the first is logical test. Like, if this condition is met, then that's the second one after the comma. Second is, okay, then this will be the value if the first condition is true. Otherwise, it will be the third information. The value will be this. Okay, it will be, we'll calculate it as 18 times B3 plus 6 times B4 minus B3. Okay. So yeah, so so this tells us that, but you have to go through this to see what's going on. So let's move on to the next one. Maybe from there you understand a little bit better. So this next one, model 2, it shows that, okay, fixed order cost is $750, variable cost $8. So that means, like, teacher, if you try to design your teacher, and you probably need to pay for the mold, different model, the pattern, the first. So that's a fixed cost, $750. And then in addition, like on top of that, for each teacher you print, you are going to buy, it will cost you $8. Okay, and then you can sell it for $18. But if you can sell it by certain time, you can sell it at discount price for $6. So so the question is, if the demand is 1,500 and if we order 1,450, then our profit will be this. Okay, so you see here, these are all the information we have. And then here is similar to what we see before. And then you can see, like, so you still have to say, look at this, like, okay, so the profit is the cost, negative cost minus the variable cost, B4 times, whatever amount you order, plus that's the revenue. Okay, the revenue will be, if the demand is bigger than than what you have, you can sell all you have, right? So you will sell all of them by $18. So it'd be like B5 times B9. But if the demand is smaller than the order, then you can sell whatever you have the demand is. Okay, so it'd be B5. What happened? Oh, they use different method. So it will be $10. That's a B5 times, it should be, this is mistake. So it should be B5 times B8, whatever the demand is, plus the rest of it will be sell at $6. So it should be this. I don't know why there's a mistake. So this should be that, okay? And then, but still, you still have to go through this and then you have to read this like, okay, so this is what happened. So the next level, we use something a little bit different. So it's easier. So this is called range names. So we give range names for, like, for example, this one, we will give this fixed cost. If you see here, it has range names of fixed cost, fixed order cost, okay? And remember, because this will be replaced like B1, B2, B3, so you cannot have any blank, you don't have space, you cannot have the dash because dash sign is considered as minus. So if you use that, you won't be able to calculate this, you won't be able to put in formulas. Okay, so you have to use like either like usually, let me do this. So if you want to, let me put like G5. So instead of G5, we change the name. Let me call it test name. So usually I use capital letter, like test name, no space. Or you can do test underscore name. Okay, so if you click enter, then you change the name, this name become test name instead of G5. But if you move up, it's G4. Move down, test name. Move down again, G6. Okay, so what's the benefit of it? It's you don't have to look at, like if you go back here, you don't have to look at different colors, different like, okay, B9 is this order and then B8 is demand. So you don't have to do that. So if you do here, you click, oops. So, oops, wait, here, B model 3. So if you click here, you see, we know profit equal to negative fixed order cost minus variable cost times order. Plus, if demand greater than order, then the revenue is selling price times the order number, order quantity. Otherwise, it's selling price times the demand plus discount price times the leftover. So that's model 3. But can we make it better, even better? Sure, because here you still need to kind of look at like, oh, negative fixed cost minus variable cost. Okay, so in model 4, we have, let me see, yeah. So in model 4, we put this information here. This is the known information, and this is the demand order. And then we separate the profit into cost and revenue. Okay, so the cost is equal to this one. You can do this. And then this is variable cost times the order number. Okay, and then order quantity. And then the revenue, we have the full price t-shirt. Okay, that means we can sell it, if the demand is greater than our order. But if we have leftover when demand greater than order, then we won't have any leftover. But if the demand is smaller or equal to the order number, then we'll have discount price minus the leftover. Okay, and then this one will be, the cost, the revenue minus the cost. Okay, so that's the 4th model. But the 5th one, we can actually put in colors. Okay, so in the future, I will also put in colors because in the future our model become bigger and bigger. Sometimes it will be difficult to find the information, but if you have color, if you color coded it, then you can find it easier. Okay. So like the blue, usually when we highlight it in blue, it means it's a given information, it's a known information, okay, or we call input variables. And then, or we have the uncertain variables like demand, because the reason why we make this is we don't know what the demand will be. okay? And if the demand is higher, then we want to order enough so that, you know, we can make more money. But if the demand is not that high, we, you know, want to be conservative, right? So that's the uncertain variable. And then we have decision variables. So this is the decision we're going to make. Like, okay, are we going to order 1400 or 1450 or 1400? So if we order 1400, we will only make this much, 13,250. Okay, or if we order 1500, then we can make a little bit more. Okay, so that's the decision variables. Put it in pink. And when we run Excel, this will be the decision that Excel will find out. Okay, Excel will use like the computer will use like they will use number from 0 to, let's say, 2000 to run different answer and then eventually find the best answer for profit. So the last part is output variables, and the one highlighted in this is like gray, but usually I like to highlight it in yellow so that I can see it better. So this part, this is called objective function. So this is our objective. So our objective here is to maximize the profit. So usually we have two type of objective. One is maximize profit. The other one is minimize the cost. Okay, something like that. So this one, we want to maximize the profit. So we put it here in yellow. And then, so when we give this, then, you know, it will look a little bit even easier than this one, right? Yeah, so this is like what we call readability for Excel. So I want you guys to keep in mind, like we are going to put in a lot of fancy formulas, but in addition to the formulas, you know, we want the layout to be nice enough so whoever take over our Excel files, they will understand, they can, you know, they can work with it, with the model you built. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.